Now, this initiation activation opens the Rajna point, which exists in the lower pineal area. And the process of doing this on a within-without, above-below basis releases the locks on the 11-11, 12-12, 13-13, and opens the inner and the outer gates, 11-11, 12-12, and 13. All right? All right. Now, I think I mentioned this morning that in every sense, we're about to begin a program, a sequential program of activity of internal and external healing work, which at this level, at phase 1 level, which is where we are, this is the Rajna flame body activation level 1, what we're going to do is to develop this thing, this critical mass, within the indigo team, as well as within the planetary grids. Now, what that means is that wherever we have elements of the grids, elements of the planetary template, elements of our personal template, elements of the indigo family template that are borderline 31%. This is the first area of benefit in the work that we're going to do this morning. Anybody that's right on the line, anything, any part of anything that is hovering just below 31% is going to experience a major boost and benefit from this work on every level. So what we're going to do is the product of this, quite apart from what I was saying about building critical mass, right? The implication of doing this is that the healing effect will be to bring more units of original source consciousness into the game, which will ultimately be able to anchor into the Golden Fleece, okay? All the way through the inductions, we will use the eyes crossed pineal induction technique. Okay, with an eyes crossed focus on the Mua or on Or-Immanu. 3 inhale, exhale breaths in your own time. Inhale, Maharic, Amareya, pale silver, emerald green current up from Earth's core to the Iumbi, just below the navel, and then, wait, and then on the out breath, breathe the encoded Maharic, Amareya breath into the Iumbi point.
Through the palms?
Pardon me? No, you're going to do internal breathing, all right? Now look, you've actually induced the code, you've optically induced the code, right? Draw the breath and then push it, as I'm describing it, into the Iumbi from inside of yourself. All right, you can put your hand flat on the paper that has the code on it. So inhale, pale silver, emerald green frequency up from Earth's core to the Iumbi, and exhale the encoded breath into the Iumbi. Inhale and draw more Maharic Amareya current up from Earth core into the Azure point. Then exhale the encoded Maharic Amareya breath into the Azure point. Inhale and draw a final breath of Maharic Amareya current up from Earth core and into the Rajna point within the lower pineal gland. And then exhale the encoded breath into the Rajna point. Now the next is a 2-point Biveka breath. You're going to draw a stream of Maharic Amareya current, that's silver, emerald green, up from Earth core, while simultaneously drawing a stream of pale yellow, gold, silver, gold and silver one current down from chakra 14, 36 inches above the head, bringing the two currents together, joining at the Azure on the top of the in-breath, okay?
Can you repeat that?
Yes. Okay, there's no harm in doing this twice anyway. We're going to draw the silver emerald green current up from earth core, whilst at the same time, and you're breathing from the abdomen, remember, not from the upper part of the chest, drawing pale yellow gold silver, golden silver 1 current down from chakra 14, so they meet at the Azure point, at the base of the thymus, and they meet at the top of the in-breath. Okay? All right? Okay, good. In your own time, 2-point breath. And then exhale the breath into the Azure point, intending that the bivector current enters the core of the Kristic seed atom in the Azure. Right. So we will inhale deeply, while simultaneously drawing the silver emerald green current up from earth core, the golden silver 1 current down from chakra 14, and we will draw the third heliotalic current, which is pale pastel rainbow colors mixed with pale silver. All the colors of the rainbow mixed with pale silver, right? Down from the Eka axis, upper heliotasis line that runs diagonally through the Azure, extending upward through signet 6 and out over the right shoulder. That's Gathara point 6.
Where does it start from?
Out in front.
Tension works here.
6 is this point, isn't it, guys?
Yes.
Right. And it runs diagonally through there, out over the right shoulder, so it'll be flowing like this.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Now, before we do it, I should tell you where this is going to go. The process of this tri-point breath forms a heliotalic spark of light within the crystal seed atom in the Azure. You will pause just to build the charge and intensity of this breath before you let it go. Or just a couple of seconds is all you need to do. But just hold on the top as you bring in the frequencies together. And then on the out breath, when you let it go, very forcefully too, all right, exhale the heliotalic spark from the crystal seed atom Azure directly into the tiny seed crystal seal at the core of the heart chakra. Okay? So you'll be breathing into the seal at the center of the bow tie in the heart chakra position. All right? So that's all of it for this breath, both the in and the out now. And we'll do it for real. All right? So in your own time, silver emerald up from earth core, golden silver 1 down from above, rainbow mixed with silver into the Azure meeting point, but with an expanded awareness of sphere 6 in the right shoulder. Then breathe into the seed crystal seal at the center of the heart chakra. Off you go. Okay, now I'll describe the next step before we do it again. Incidentally, did anybody get anything on the angle of that? My strong sense was it's coming more across this way. Coming across the body and out through rather than this way. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. All right, so the next step will be a final Maharic Amareya breath, which is the silver emerald green, up from earth core into the seed in the heart chakra, the seed crystal seal in the heart chakra, to merge with the heliotalic spark there, and then exhale forcefully, pushing 2 heliotalic currents from the heart chakra, 1 down the left, 1 down the right arm, running the currents through the palm chakras and directly into the earth floor. And you can do that with one of your hands over, preferably both over in the Cathara healing position, right, with your right hand over the back of your left hand. So if you would like to put the code down in front of you and do it like that. The instructions are: inhale a final Maharic, that's a silver emerald green breath, up from the earth core into the sea crystal seal in the heart chakra, merging with the heliotalic spark. Then exhale, forcefully pushing the 2 heliotalic currents from the heart chakra down each arm, through the palm chakras, and directly into the earth floor. Okay? And you can do that with your hands on the code, and whichever you move to do, right over left, left over right. All I will say to you is that when I'm working with Ash privately in healing, and I want to blow frequency through her fields, I always hold my hands in this position, and she's still alive, so I guess that's okay. Right. Ready to breathe? Go for it. Into the sea crystal seal at the heart center, merge with the heliotalic, and then forcefully out down the arm. Inhale and exhale gently with your eyes closed, running the heliotalic current into the earth until you can sense or feel a backflow current being sent upward from your feet and base chakra. Once the backflow current completes, the chosen code is temporarily activated within your shields. So just spend a little time now breathing gently until you can feel the backflow upward from your feet and from your base chakra. Continue to breathe and feel like that, and then tone the command for this code. You can pick your code, you can pick your paper up and read from it, and just very quietly, just audibly, but very quietly, just recite the command 3 times. Continue to make contact with one of your hands on the grass. On to the first of the release codes. This is the 1111 Zephar-Duun-AturA. And everything we do will be a repeat of what we've just done using the Moore code. Okay? Everything will be the same, but I'll read it through each time like I did before. So you'll begin by doing the cross-eye induction. 3 inhale, exhale breaths. Can you you're able to do this? Good. When you're ready, put your cymbal face down on the floor. Inhale Maharic, Amareya, Pale Silver, Emerald Green current up from Earth's core into the Iumbi. And exhale the encoded Maharic, Amareya breath into the Iumbi. Inhale and draw more Maharic, Amareya current into the Azure and breathe it out into the Azure. Then finally, breathe more Maharic Amareya current up into the Rajna center in the lower pineal and breathe the frequency into the Rajna center in the lower pineal. Two-point breathing next. Draw the pale silver, emerald green current up from earth core to simultaneously connect with the pale yellow, gold, silver, golden silver 1 current coming down from chakra 14. Bring them into merger at the Azure, and on the out breath, breathe them into the Kristic seed atom in the Azure. The 3-point breath, just to remind you, is the pale silver, emerald green up from earth core, golden silver 1 breath coming down from chakra 14, and the 3rd heliotalic current, which is the rainbow mixed with pale silver, down from the Eka axis. Bring the 3 breaths to merger in the Azure, forming a heliotalic spark of light within the Christos seed atom in the Azure. Pause briefly at the top of the breath of the 3 frequency sets are merging together. And then breathe the heliotalic spark from the Christos seed atom in the Azure directly into the seed crystal seal in the heart center. Okay? In your own time. Inhale a final Maharic Amareya breath up from earth core into the heart chakra seed crystal seal to merge with the heliotalic spark, and exhale, forcefully pushing the 2 heliotalic currents from the heart chakra down each arm into the palms and directly into the earth floor. Through the symbol code if you wish. Inhale and exhale gently with your eyes closed, running heliotalic current into the earth until you can sense or feel the backflow coming up through your feet and base chakra. Just breathe in a relaxed, gentle way, breathing the frequencies and the code into the grids until you can feel a little bit of resistance coming back to you. You may feel it in the palms as much as you would in your feet and base chakra, actually. before you finish, just gently under your breath, tone the name of the 1111 code, Zephar-Duun-AturA.
Zephar-Duun.
Yeah, just quietly, just quietly. Okay, the next one you'll need is the cover code, the Or-Immanu Yonesa. The Or-Immanu that people are thinking about and are remembering somewhat, right? The Or-Immanu as it stands alone, right, is the complement of the Thun-Immanu, which enables you to undertake liquid-based healing and solids, okay? The Or-Immanu, therefore, contains the Akasha in its most literal form. And then there is a card where the Akasha is removed. And that is so that the Or-Immanu can be used as a transmission and receptor plate. And we're talking now about a level of hyper-radionic work, which we haven't got into teaching yet. I mean, this is parts of Kathara healing levels 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah? But I just want to point out to you that the Or-Immanu is designed to be used in that way, and that's why one of them is available without the Akasha in the middle, so it can be incorporated with other codes. And it magnifies, amplifies, increases the power, the range, and the influence of any code that is laid into the middle of the Or-Immanu. The first one to work with is an overlay of the Thun-Immanu. But unfortunately, I didn't get around to drawing those in combination, but I'm just pointing out that that's what this is about. And the Or-Immanu working with this, the Onesa, right, is specific to this work that we're doing here, all right? And it's the only place you'll find it in the cover of the book. There you go. Okay, eyes crossed, optical pineal induction on the Or-Immanu Yanesa. 3 inhale, exhale breaths. Okay, and when you finish the optical induction, just place the code on the ground as you've done before. Again, inhale Maharic Amaraya, pale silver emerald green current up from Earth's core to the Iombi, just below the navel, and exhale the encoded Maharic Amaraya breath into the Iombi. Inhale and draw more Maharic Amareya current up from earth core and into the Azure point at the base of the thymus. Exhale the encoded Maharic Amareya breath into the Azure. Inhale and draw a final breath of Maharic Amareya current up from earth core and into the Rajna point in the lower pineal gland. Then exhale the encoded breath into the Rajna point. Now the Biveka breath, that's a 2-point Biveka. Inhale, drawing a stream of Maharic Amareya current from earth core while simultaneously drawing golden silver 1 current from chakra 14, 36 inches above your head, bringing the 2 currents together in the Azure. Pause briefly, then exhale the Biveka into the Azure point, intending that the Biveka enters the core of the Kristic seed atom in the Azure. Next, a 3-point Triveka breath. Inhale the pale silver, emerald green from earth core, the golden silver 1 down from chakra 14, and the 3rd heliotalic, rainbows mixed with pale silver down from the Eka axis upper heliotasis line into the Christos seed atom in the Azure. Pause at the top of the breath before you exhale, and then exhale the heliotalic spark from the Christos seed atom Azure directly into the seed crystal seal in the heart center. Inhale a final pale silver emerald green breath up from earth core into the heart chakra seed crystal seal to merge with the heliotalic spark. Then exhale forcefully, pushing the 2 heliotalic currents from the heart chakra down each arm through the palms and into the earth floor. Continue to breathe, gentle and relaxed. Waiting to sense the backflow in either the palms, the feet chakras, or in the base chakra. And then just finish with 3 rounds of, we don't have a tone command for this special code, so just use the name as the tonal command. Or-Immanu Yone Sa. Or-Immanu Yone Sa. Or-Immanu Yone Sa. Yes, feels good, doesn't it? And now for the fourth of the 5, and this will be the final code for this morning because the 5th isn't finished. This is the cosmic 1313, bless you. The cosmic 1313 stands the quanta rue, which opens the heliotasis line to the Eka. I shall be talking more about the use of this code after lunch, how it's used in billocation, Eka projection healing, and for planetary shields work running frequency directly from the Eka signets. They're the signet points in the Eka Cathara grid, okay? Now, if you look at your copies at the bottom of the page, you'll find that they're given us quite a meaty little tone command to play with, all right? Which we will use at the end. And I suggest that if you do go down to the water's edge or any of the water, just to finish with the flourish, use this tone command for everything. You don't have to go through the code separately again now, because they're in your fields. You just go there with the intention of completing everything that you need to do and run them. And I suggest you just recite this 3 more times if you go down by the water or anything like that, all right? That'll be enough, quite enough. So, we begin as we have done before. Cross-eye, optical pineal induction of the quattro rue. Okay, put the codes face down on the floor once more. All right, exactly as before then. Codes face down. Inhale the pale silver emerald green frequency up from Earth's core into the Ombi just below the navel. Exhale the encoded Maharic Amareya breath into the Iombi point. Repeat that, drawing the breath into the Azure, and exhale the encoded breath into the Azure. And repeat that into the Rajna in the lower pineal, and exhale the encoded breath into the Rajna at the pineal. Okay, the 2-point Biveka breath is next. Inhale the pale silver emerald green up from Earth core, simultaneously drawing golden silver 1 down from chakra 14, bringing the 2 currents together in the Azure. Breathe the frequency out into the Christic seed atom in the Azure on the out breath. Now the 3-point breath, pale silver emerald green from Earth core, golden silver 1 from chakra 14, 36 inches above the head. And the heliotalic current, the rainbow and silver, coming in from signet 6. Okay, hold a pause at the top of the in-breath, then exhale the heliotalic spark from the Christos seed atom in the Azure directly into the tiny seed crystal seal in the heart center. Final inhale of pale silver emerald green frequency up from earth core into the heart chakra. The crystal seal there. Merge it with the heliotalic spark and then forcefully exhale down the arms into the palm, running the currents through the palms and directly into the earth floor. And in a relaxed and gentle way, continue breathing frequency into the grids until you can feel backflow. Estada este nue, lehidanisa, una lahe deisa, novum radet ature. That's a bit awkward. Anyway, carry on, that's pretty decent. Estada este nue,
All right. Now this one, I'm just going to talk about this one for a minute. They don't have to induce this one again if they induce this already. Okay. So this one, this one's going to be fun because this is going to be the code that you're going to use to play with billocation. All right, to get that ectoplasmic imprint of your consciousness, so you can take it through your good breath tube, your helio. Okay. So you can take your consciousness through that diagonal tube to go up into the healing temples. And the first stop, because we're being given the code to access the... See, they're all like... It's like they have security locks. Like we put security systems on our doors and you have to know the right combination to get in without the alarm going off kind of stuff. Well, there are locks in the form of symbol codes in the shields of the temple gates up there. So you need access, and it's a gift to be given access to, actually say, wow, I can go into that level of the temple. I was trusted enough to do that. That's what we're being given with this code is the way, what you need to use to get there in the first place. Then, the one you need to get in, this is what gets you up to where you can knock on the door, right? Then, you have this one that is the key code. It has various purposes, but it has, one of its main functions is it's an access code. It's a thing that will open one level of the doors of the Arc 11 Zephar-Duun temple. All these new words. The Zephar-Duun temple. All right. So what we would do, and they're gonna amplify this one tonight. There's also another code that's been given to you that you don't have to use with this one all the time, but you can for extra healing. There's this code. There's the Or-Immanu, which is Veka code 12. It's actually the Or-Immanu combined with the Akasha. So it's the Or-Immanu Akasha. Okay, you should have that in there. Sorry it's off-center. I didn't have time to whip it out and stick it in the middle of a page. It came out like that on the copies we'd had made, so we just didn't have time to correct it. But the image is fine to use. Now, this is one of the ones. This is one of the ones that are in color, isn't it, over there? Yeah. So we even have this one in color. This is the one that codes elemental solids. And it's really nice because you can put all sorts of things in its center to have it code more specifically. Now, they just showed us how to do this. You know, this projector drives me bananas. I'm fighting with this projector all the time. What we're going to do, and because you don't have acetates or transparencies right now, you can make them at home if you want to play with this. The way to do it would be, we didn't have time because they didn't show us this until we actually got in here and put them on the projector real quick. So, oh, they fit, right? Now, this is interesting because these codes were drawn at completely different times, completely separately, with us having no knowledge of either of them. You know, like, oh, new code. We got the Or-Immanu in what, December? Yeah. If you can align it better. There is a proper alignment there. We're aiming for it. Now, when we use it this way, you not only can gain access to the Arc 11 temple, but you can run down here the frequencies of it. So it's not just, it's giving you a double healing. You're not only just projecting up there and going through, let's say if you're going on a journey to the temple, like we'll do a quick one before we leave tonight. It will be faster because you're not just taking your ectoplasmic self up there, taking an imprint, then it comes back and it has to transfer its imprint down to you. What you're simultaneously doing is those frequencies are, you're doing this, but you're also directly anchoring them into the elemental solids in your body here. Yeah. So you're coding both ends at the same time, allowing those frequencies to come into the body at the same time. And it's very powerful. We haven't worked with it yet. They just showed it to us, and Az just got the this one last night, the top one last night.
Okay, so if you're ready, just begin by establishing cross-eyed focus on the two codes on the screen. Three inhale, exhale breaths. Hold the focus on the code and just look down one time, inhale and exhale, and project the code into the floor between your feet in one breath, one out breath. Just pull it in one more time, eyes crossed, look down and project it into the ground between your feet. Inhale, pale silver emerald green current up from earth, core to the Iumbi just below the navel, and exhale the encoded breath into the Iumbi point. Do exactly the same thing, draw pale silver emerald up into the Azure and exhale the encoded Maharic Amaraya breath into the Azure. Do exactly the same thing again, this time drawing the pale silver emerald green current into the Rajna point in the lower pineal, and exhale the encoded Maharic Amaraya breath into the Rajna point. Now for the 2-point Bhaiveka breath, inhale deeply, drawing a stream of pale silver emerald current up from earth core, while simultaneously drawing a stream of pale yellow gold silver 1 current down from chakra 14, bringing them together in the Azure point at the thymus, and then exhale this biveka breath into the azure, intending that the current enters the core of the Kristic seed atom in the azure. Now the 3-point Triveka breath, inhaling pale silver, emerald green current up from earth core to meet golden silver 1 current coming down from chakra 14, and joining the third, the heliotalic current, the pale silver rainbow colors mixed together from the Eka axis. Okay. Bring the Triveka currents to merger within the azure. Now pause the breath at the peak of the intake. They forming a heliotalic spark of light within the Christos seed atom in the azure. Exhale this spark from the Christos seed atom azure directly into the tiny seed crystal seal at the center of the heart chakra. Inhale a final Maharic Amareya breath, pale silver, emerald green, up from earth core and into the heart chakra, seed crystal seal, to merge with the heliotalic spark. And exhale, forcefully pushing the 2 heliotalic currents from the heart chakra down each arm, into the palms, and directly into the earth or floor. Continue to inhale and exhale gently with your eyes closed, running the heliotalic current into the earth until you feel the backflow, just like you did this morning. Returning up through your feet, through the base chakra, or if you have your palms facing the floor, through your palms. That's fine. Okay, if we're all together then we'll repeat the Cosmic 1313 Stance Code tone command 3 times, just as we did this morning. Okay? We'll do it all together if we can on 3. 1, 2, 3. Istada est enue lahidanisa un alahedai isa novum raadet asre Istada est enue lehidanisa un alahede isai stata est enue, laehita nisa, un et lahete ise, novum raadet ature. Ta Asia in Tadoe.
Thank you.